Hey everyone, it's Kyle from Cool Collectibles, back again for another review. This time it's the Exquisite Gaming's cable guys, Ryu and Darth Vader. For a place to get all your collectibles, click the link in the description below to head on over to Big Bad Toy Store. They ship worldwide, so definitely check them out. Alright, myself and the kids are always arguing about who's got the cables to charge what device, etc. So as I was browsing Big Bad Toy Store, I stumbled across these cable guys products, which are essentially just your phone or gaming controller holder, and they do come with their cables that connect up to your phone and so on, and you pretty much just put your phone on there. And since I love Star Wars and Street Fighter, I decided to get these two now. This one is for myself because I am a Street Fighter fan. This one is for my son who is loving Star Wars these days, and I did pre-order the Spyro the Dragon, which I think just came into stock at Big Bad Toy Store, but when I shipped this pile of loot it hadn't come into stock yet, so that is on the way. But I thought these looked cute enough to sort of have a bit of fun holding your phone while it's charging. So for the Ryu here, just the standard sort of packaging art and so on, nothing too spectacular there. And similarly for the Vader, nothing too spectacular there. Now the Vader one only comes with a 2-meter cable, whereas the Ryu one comes with a 3-meter cable. So knowing my son, he'll probably take the 3-meter cable. The one with Ryu only comes with the connection for Samsung phones or Android phones, and I think this one's the Apple device. We don't have any Apple devices, so I'm just used to using that connection. And similarly for the Vader one, it's actually a 3-in-1. It comes with the micro USB thing there. I think that's the Apple product. I'm not sure what that one is for, to be honest. I don't think I've seen any device with that. But either way, that caters for pretty much all your device needs, I think. On to the reason why I got them in the first place. I thought these were pretty cool, and the photos look pretty cool. So we'll start with the Ryu here. I think overall, it looks pretty good. I think the both of these retail for about $24. So you know, you're not expecting too much. I actually thought the base here was the connection point for the USB power or something like that, but there's no connection at all. It's just you do need to connect the other end to, you know, your computer or a PowerPoint or something like that. But the sculpt itself on these things, apart from the base is pretty stock standard. For Ryu here, probably the only single complaint I've got is the skin tone is pretty flat. It's like an unpainted, I think it's unpainted, it's like a very sort of flat plastic, so there's no real texture to it or realism. The sculpt on the head, the hair there is pretty sort of clay-like, but overall sort of gives the impression. I do like the kanji writing there, so that's nicely done, and the white gi and the red bandana look pretty good. I don't actually have my phone on me, but you pretty much just place it on his hands there, and it just rests there while it's charging. So nice little thing to have sitting next to your desk if you're a Street Fighter fan. I actually think the Vader is a better sculpt and better quality sort of set overall. I do like the helmet there. Looks the head sculpt actually looks pretty good. In comparison to some of the 1/6 scale things and figures and so on that I've got, overall that looks pretty accurate. I do like the chest plate and so on. The belt there looks pretty good. So it doesn't have his feet. It sort of gets around all that by having this sort of stand. So this one's almost like a bust more than the Ryu figure, which is the full figure, and the cape and so on. So it's all pretty much just, I wouldn't say it's completely hollow. But there's no real sort of weight to it. The overall quality is pretty stock standard stuff for the $24. So if you're a Star Wars fan, I'd say having that Vader holding your phone as it's charging is a pretty cool thing to have. And the Street Fighter one for all you Street Fighter fans. So if you're looking for something a little bit different when you're charging your phone, or just to geek up your study and your computer desk or something like that, I think these are pretty good. For $24. I think the Spyro one with its color on the paint application is probably going to be better than these two, but hopefully you can subscribe and stick around for that review once it comes in the next couple of weeks. But I did get a few other things in my haul from Big Bad Toy Store. Some 1/6 scale stuff from Enterbay, some Transformers Siege of Cybertron or something. I got that for my son, so I'm not even sure what sort of series of Transformers figures that was. And some SH Figure Arts figures for Blanca as well. So hopefully you can stick around for all that. But till then, thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.